I love it because I don't watch you record these.
Not too often. Like, at most, you used to just hear me in the background, or you turn and just see what I'm playing.
Right.
But you
But
wouldn't watch.
a lot of the time, you record when I'm not home.
Yes.
Welcome back, everyone. The legend continues. This is The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. Alright, in the last episode, we took down Catfish's maw, and now we have a hookshot. We have a new toy to play with.
Let's do it.
And it's going to take us all across the island.
Oh, no.
So yes, let's uncover more of the island secrets. We have just 3 dungeons left. We have to collect more seashells, finish the trade quest, and you know what? What the hell? The pieces of heart.
This is like the type of place I yearn for. Sorry,
The environment?
I just turned Irish, more Irish for a second.
What's the yearning? The environment, or?
Yeah, just like I want to live in a little hut here, where it's like I can, go into like the little waterways and explore.
I will say, as much as I love Ys, I'd take Koholint Island over Ys. Over the Isle of Saren.
Oh, I feel like
for me, actually,
the Isle
visiting
of Saren is definitely more deadly.
Yes. It's 1,000 times more dangerous.
I feel like I would like to live in Castaway Village, though. I'd be okay with that.
The raids would get annoying.
Monsters incoming! Monsters incoming!
And, like, I'd pop Sir Carlin in the mouth. So, yeah. Alrighty. So we're exploring. We're exploring
just
these
turned
ancient
4 and
ruins.
2.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I never know which accent I'm going to do next. You never know which accent will pop up next. But no, we're exploring these ruins with all these Armos knights. 1 arrow is all it takes to defeat them.
I do very much enjoy that you can use an arrow and then pick your arrow back up.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that feature. That's one of the newer features.
Arrows!
Yep. Grab ourselves some arrows, because there's a mini-boss coming up. This is the Armos Knight. Careful. So you definitely want to use the Rock's Feather and jump when he slams down. Otherwise, he'll knock you off balance and you'll fall on your butt. And it leaves you as a sitting duck for his attacks.
Well, not only that, by the time you get back up, he jumps again, and then you just kind of fall into that.
But arrows destroys this guy. Otherwise, it takes a few swipes and sword swings to defeat him. But if I think like 4 or 5 arrows, and he's done. And now we got the face key.
Yay!
Face key is one of my favorite. Face dungeon is one of my favorite dungeons. I said face key. Oh well. And here we are. The plot thickens.
The windfish.
To the finder, the Isle of Koholint is but an illusion. Human, monster, sea, sky, a scene on the lid of a sleeper's eye. Awake the dreamer, and Koholint will vanish much like a bubble on a needle. Castaway, you should know the truth. What? Illusion? I guess I talk. Because nobody else was in this room.
It's Link's internal monologue.
There we go. So there we go. The truth. Koholint is but an illusion.
He just walks around touching everything.
Touch, don't touch. It now only hurts when you touch it. Touch. Do I have to follow you around all over the place? So yes, Koholint Island is a dream of the windfish. And when the windfish wakes, the island will disappear forever. Or so they say. But perhaps I've said too much. Alrighty. So there's only one way we'll know for sure, and that is by waking the windfish. That's something to keep in mind. The good characters want us to wake the windfish, like the owl. The nightmares, they don't want us to wake the windfish. They're like, no.
They're like, we like existing.
We'll all disappear. So yeah,
Let's see what's going on.
Hello, blobby blobs.
Kia.
Kia.
Soup.
Chia.
Chia pet.
I had a Bob Ross chia pet when I was younger.
That's the best.
I loved him.
I don't know if I had a chia pet or not. I think if I did, it was like just like a hedgehog or something. Chinchilla.
Chinchilla.
That's probably what it was. Alrighty, so we got the face key. So right now we can enter level 6, the face dungeon, but we've got a couple things we want to cross off on this big old to-do list of ours. And after all, because we have the hookshot, we can zing all through this island. Enter
The
some
little
new
eyeball
places.
just went, no!
Just say, don't do that to me. I'm just a harmless little spider. Aha! That was a good shot. That one, not so much.
Bob's away!
Yes, let's see what's behind here. No, no, no.
There are Bobs everywhere!
Hooray! You've got plenty of pep. Come see me when your health is low.
Come see me on your deathbed, bitch!
Basically. It's basically like, do you have health care? Wheel him out to the lobby.
Wasn't that,
That's from SpongeBob.
Yeah, I was gonna say with Mr. Krabs.
Just like,
He
oh,
doesn't have health insurance! Puts him in the hallway.
shing, sparkle, sparkle.
He can't pay his bill! Puts him outside.
Yup. They just like shove the stretcher and it slams into the soda
the
machine.
vending machine.
The vending machine, yup.
He's in my way! Pushes him, he rolls outside. Rolls down a hill.
SpongeBob, that was a little too real.
No. The accuracy.
Well, that's aged poorly. Ha! See, I can stun enemies with my hookshot. Watch.
I love the little stars.
Oh, shit. I didn't see this coming. Ha. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's go to the Seashell Mansion. We've collected quite a few since our last visit. Maybe we have enough for another prize. Come, Link. Haha.
I'm trying to think, those pigs do remind me of something, and I cannot, for the life of me, remember.
Like another video game or just
I
another
think
reference?
it's a reference. It's not a video game. I can't remember if it's a movie.
Ooh, what's in the box? Here we go. The seashell sensor. So this will ping when there's a seashell nearby. Very helpful.
Yeah.
So it'll go boing. You'll be like, aha!
There's a seashell. I must find a way to get it.
Now it doesn't full out reveal it. It's just like, hey, you're in the vicinity. It's similar to the compass in a dungeon, to when it's just like,
There's a key in this room. How do you get the key? Ah, that is up to you. Figure it out if you dare.
oh,
just-
hey,
Boinked off a tree.
no touch. Nope, hold on. I know what to do. And, yep, it pings. That means we got a seashell. Okay. Grab ourselves some seashells. And we're also going to finish the trade quest in this episode. So we can finally get to see what it all leads up to. Because the last item I got was the magnifying glass.
Okay.
So we're going to use the magnifying glass, head towards the beach, and it'll uncover a secret, and that gives us the ultimate prize.
Neat.
Whoop! I think I saw something reflecting under there.
I think it might be from a horror movie.
Oh, the pigs.
Yeah.
Mmm.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think, like, okay, was it a book that I just read and it was so vivid that I could see it? Or was it, like, a movie?
Movie, cartoon, comic book.
No.
Is it these specific pigs? Like the tan ones? Because
Yeah.
the other pigs, they're blue, I believe.
Yeah, they weren't blue. I almost want to say American Horror Story.
Oh. Okay.
But I could be wrong. It's gonna rack my brain until I forget.
Well, hasn't stopped you before.
You know what I haven't forgotten?
What haven't you forgotten?
This beautiful man made dinner. But you know what was not in the dinner? Where's the taters?
Where's the taters?
We were watching old school cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
We were watching the Leprechaun one.
Mm-hmm.
And they made stew, but there were no potatoes in the stew. And they all like get lifted by the little scent hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get their bowls, and the youngest one goes, oh, where's the taters?
That was fascinating because the vast majority of those cartoons were from a tape I had growing up called like 100 Classic Cartoons.
Yeah.
The only thing they've seemed to omit so far is the Superman cartoons. Because there used to be a moment where it's just like, this looks like a job for Superman. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I remember that.
I wonder if there's a licensing issue now that Superman is...
I mean, it's all Warner Brothers then. So...
Is Superman still owned by Warner Brothers?
Yes, absolutely. DC Comics.
I don't know. It could be in a different order.
It could be, because again, I owned a VHS, whereas this is like volume 5.
Yeah.
So maybe it's in the other volumes. But nah, there was a song, in the morning, in the evening,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I remember the song,
My mom used to sing
but
it.
I didn't remember like the visual until I saw it, then I was just like, of course.
Yeah.
The mice just sitting on a bar of soap singing, in the morning,
Yeah.
in the evening. But like, what was really funny was when it went full on like World War II propaganda.
Oh my god.
We did it before, and we can do it again. Yes, we can do it again.
I was just like, oh, I'm not getting World War II vibes at all.
That was a big thing.
They all like hailed the cat. I was like, oh no.
Did you know that was the reason why Walt Disney was unable to finish a lot of his later films? The schedule he wanted was he had to stop
To do
and
the
do
propaganda
films to get not only proper funding, but just like it was the time.
I learned that during my research for Ghibli versus Disney,
Yep.
as well as in Disney's Nine Old Men.
So I think it caused Cinderella to suffer a little bit at the time, and Sleeping Beauty to be delayed.
Yeah.
So
There are bad guys in there. Why don't you open them again?
there's a certain order you have to do. So if you open all the chests, the last one gives you a treat. It's
do it.
rigged like a puzzle. So you have to get them all in one go. And you can only push each block once.
Yeah.
Alright. Now all I gotta do is push this
No.
down. What do you mean no? Da-da-da-da! Look at that, 100
100
rupees.
rupees.
You're happy. Don't tell me what to do. Don't you tell me how to feel.
I oopsied. I didn't see one of the stones, and I was like, wait.
It's alright.
You've gone the wrong way.
It's pre-recorded. It's like those moments where it's just
Yeah.
like, wait, there's one of the things you're looking for. Oh, I guess I find it out in the next episode.
Yep.
Oh, well.
I love it because I don't watch you record these.
Not too
So-
often. Like, at most, you used to just hear me in the background,
Yeah.
or you turn and just see what I'm playing.
Right.
But you
But
wouldn't watch.
a lot of the time you record when I'm not home.
Yes.
But there are certain ones where I'm like, oh wait, you'll want to go there. Ah, you've recorded this 3 episodes in advance. Never mind.
I'll keep that in mind. Did we want to try your audio splitter with commentary?
I wasn't thinking about it with commentary. I was thinking about it with Perfectly Possible.
Okay. Because, like, I don't know if you'd like to hear the game, or especially for games with, like, voice acting and dialogue and stuff like that. Because, like, I know I like to listen to the music.
I think for certain games, I would.
Okay.
Definitely not for games like Golden Sun, where they just... Because I'll be
Aw.
like, shut them up! Turn that feature off!
I'd be like, well,
Please.
I turned that feature off in 3 episodes.
Yeah. But, like, for something like Ys, yeah, absolutely. Because I do like to hear their dialogue.
Yeah. I wonder if that would help. We should give it a shot.
Yeah.
Give it an old test. Try out the old audio splitter.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll probably have to switch places.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Because I won't be able to put a headphone in this ear.
Okay.
So I have to put it in this ear, and I don't think a splitter would reach.
Well, we'll experiment with the Perfectly Pawful.
Yeah.
And if we like the results, we'll try it with some commentary.
Yeah.
And
see
go
how it
from there.
works.
Oh,
So.
the dark secrets and mysteries of Koholint. Round and round the passageways of the egg.
Ah, okay. This is the final passage you have to take in the game.
Okay.
So I took a snapshot of that, and that'll come into effect later on.
Yeah.
Because basically the final area is a labyrinth where it will keep going in a loop if you don't know the right order
Yes. I
of
do remember that.
direction. So there we go. We are heading to the beach.
To the beach. I, like, always have this urge to, like, go to the beach until I get to the beach, and then I'm like, why did I want to come here?
Yeah, you're like Anakin. I don't like sand. It's rough. It gets everywhere. Alright, this is the end of the trade quest. You can see this guy because you have the magnifying glass. So you have to trade an item to get it, though. So I'm going to trade my shovel,
Sorry.
and that'll get me the boomerang. Now, I can get the shovel back, but I have to buy it from the guy.
Sounds like a
I
dupe.
get to keep the boomerang. No, the boomerang's pretty good. Boomerang's one of the best items in the game. So we're gonna go back here. Give me that shovel back. I'll sell your shovel for 300 rupees. There we go. Nice. Now we got the boomerang and the shovel. We'll have both the sword and the cauldron. Bet you didn't expect a Black Cauldron reference in commentary.
I was sitting with a coworker, and she was trying to convince me to watch The Little Mermaid, the live action.
Oh.
I've heard now from several people that don't like the live actions that this one was one of the better ones. So I'm like, okay, I might give it a chance.
That doesn't mean much to me.
Yeah.
That does not say much to me at all, actually.
I figured I would watch it, and then if it's like, okay, then I'd be like, hey, it's okay.
If you're going to watch it, we need to film the intro for the script that I've been writing, to where I'm just in the doorway and I'm like, I consider myself a reasonable husband.
Yeah.
I set certain rules, and I expect those rules to be obeyed.
Oh my god. I forgot about that one. I like get the popcorn ready. I look in all the rooms to make sure you're not there.
And then you watch it and you start laughing. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
And then I hear
Ren!
the footsteps running up the steps.
No. So it's basically a reference to in The Little Mermaid. She turns and her father's just there in the shadows. She's like, Daddy! And he's like,
I consider myself a reasonable merman.
so you're supposed to turn and I'm in the shadow and you're just going to see my eyes and I go,
I expect myself I consider myself a reasonable husband. I set certain rules, and I expect those rules to be obeyed. Is it true you gave money to Disney Plus?
Ren, I had to.
It was an add-on to Hulu. But she was saying that The Little Mermaid was her absolute favorite growing up. And I was like, I bet you wouldn't be able to in a million years guess what my favorite one was growing up. and she tried.
Well, she tried.
She tried. I don't even know if you know what my favorite one was growing up.
Growing up?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. You know what? I'm not too sure.
It's not a part of the Renaissance.
It's not a part of the Renaissance? Okay. 101 Dalmatians.
No.
Damn.
Close, but no.
I figured just because you owned the VHS.
Yeah. Well, we had all of them at one point.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm narrowing down the ones that you either haven't seen or you've seen thanks to me.
It was one.
My guess is Fantasia.
Yes.
Okay.
It was Fantasia. She was like, I've never seen it. I was like, you heathen.
Second try.
Yeah, it was Fantasia and the Dark Crystal we would watch on repeat.
So check it out. Because I have the magnifying glass, I can see the Zora. He's like, you can see me? Oh.
He said, oh, shit.
Well, you keep your mouth shut, I'll give you this.
The chicken floating in the water.
It's just a rubber chicken. Instead of a rubber ducky.
I think it'd be better if it was a real chicken.
I think it would be better.
Just being like, sup.
Well, the chickens be like, I know something you don't know. There's someone sitting in that tub. But
So-
you'll have to have the magnifying glass to find out.
I saw one of the cutest videos. Okay. And apparently chickens don't swim. They don't have the right
No.
kind of like feet and feathers to swim.
That is correct.
So, for how much time? Do I have time for a story?
You have less than 5 minutes.
Okay. So whenever chickens lose their eggs and their broody, a lot of the time owners will replace them with new eggs so that the chicken can hatch them so that they're not broody anymore.
Yeah.
And on this one farm, the chicken couldn't hatch her eggs. Like they weren't becoming chicks.
Oh, I remember
So
this
she
shit. Okay.
replaced them with duck eggs.
Mhm.
And the ducklings hatched. And ducks love water. They can swim upon birth. And all of these little ducklings like ran to the little pond, and this chicken freaked the fuck out. Because she thought her babies were all gonna drown.
Aww.
And when she found out that, like, they were swimming,
Mhm.
she would just, like, go sit on the little pond, like, beach,
Yeah.
and just watch them swim, and it was so cute.
Aww.
And she loved them, and there was a picture of them, like, all grown up with their mama chick, and
Nice.
just like, ooh! You know, in tears, because that's how I am now, I guess.
You get emotional
I
over...
read happy animal stories, and I'm just like,
I was gonna say chickens, goats, bees, and alpacas.
I want all of them.
All of the above. Yeah, you were like a 6-year-old at Toys R Us when you went down the hill and saw the little beehive. You were like,
Oh my god, I was like, oh, we need to go. We have to watch them.
I was just like, all right, just keep your distance. And then all was going well until you realized you were going up an incline.
God. And we got to the top and I thought I was going to die.
You looked like the wolf from Sword in the Stone. Just
Well, I didn't realize that I was going uphill until we got all the way up. And I was like, oh, I can't breathe. Okay.
yeah, I was just like,
I wore long sleeves that day. It was a bold move.
yeah. Bold move, my lady. Alrighty. So we have the boomerang. We got a few pieces of heart. I think we're ready to enter the face shrine now. Level 6. We're going to get the remainder of the seashells after level 6.
Okay.
And then we're going to round up everything before we enter level 8. So we're nearing the end of the playthrough in a sense. A couple episodes left. All full of fun and fancy free. Oops. Can't get there yet. We go this way.
He said, hey, look at me.
Crap. You, wait your turn.
Little mushroom was like, I'll watch your 6.
Still can't get these guys. Sometimes I kill them, most times I don't. I'll let you live.
for now.
And I, being a merciful lord, obliged.
Alright, so this is how we enter the Face Shrine. Insert the key here, and bring forth our next dungeon. This dungeon has my favorite music in the game. I think you put it in either the creepy or the mystic music playlist
Yeah.
that you did. But no, very cool how they incorporated the original theme in with this new rendition. Very nice. All right, folks, we'll see you all in the next episode in Level 6, Face Shrine.
Dun dun dun. Toodles! I seriously was sobbing at that doc, though.